It's working. Yo, what's going on, guys? And today, first of all, I just want to say I'm super sorry for not uploading a video. What I was trying to do was I was supposed to get Who's Your Daddy yesterday, so I wanted to save that. Actually, I was supposed to get it the day before, but for some reason, my mom's credit card isn't working, and it's really confusing. So today won't be about Who's Your Daddy. Hopefully, I'll either get it today or tomorrow. It was supposed to be ready 3 days ago. So I think what we're gonna do today is I did a little bit. Oh well. Dan TDM missed the solar eclipse. Okay then. What we are gonna do? I don't know. Actually, what? I am like so not ready for this. So I guess we should look at 10 video games you should never play alone. This is probably going to be really scary, so let's do it. Also, I got to...
Single-player games are meant to be played, well, alone. That's the point. But
okay, so the thing is, guys, what was I going to say? The thing is, like, it's so quiet for you, but it's super loud for me. So, like, I'm trying to... I don't know. Wait, what if I click this button? No.
Games, particularly survival horror, you may...
And, so this, like, is, like, not even, what is going on? So this is, like, really loud for me. Once I turn this on,
want some company.
That's super loud for me. And I can't even hear my voice when I do that. I don't know how to change it. So if it means you guys can hear it well, then, oh well, I guess.
Before you...
Oh, nope.
An unknown environment. Even if you're a horror game veteran, we don't recommend playing any of these games by yourself. Outlast. A horror game in which a journalist investigates a freaked-out psychiatric hospital.
Hopefully this is good. I can't even hear myself.
The inspired survival horror game arrived in 2013, marking the first release by Canadian...
I've watched Outlast. It's pretty cool, although it's super scary. I mean, you could play it alone, just not at night. Don't do this at night, because that's when it's scary, but, you know.
Canadian indie developer Red Barrels.
Oh.
Aside from the environment being unnerving,
that part was super scary. Like, I jumped out of my seat when I saw that. It's like this dude in Juggernaut suit being hanged. So they killed us. They got out. The Valerie. I don't even know.
Intriguing enough to keep players immersed. But what really hooks gamers are the mechanics. There's an indescribable dizzying effect to the game that somehow makes it all the more vivid. And the first-person perspective
closing my eyes right now.
Experience.
Oh, flip.
We'd wager that more people pause the game not because they needed to get up and...
Oh, this I forgot how scary this game was. I mean, like, it was actually really scary. And when we kill him slow. Okay.
Stretch, but because the game just got too scary.
Ah, flip.
Outlast is unique among horror games. As a reporter, you're armed only with a camera, and unless you're using it as a blunt instrument, cameras are notoriously sucky weapons. Even worse, its night vision mode is all you have to lighten up the hospital.
There we go.
You don't have a gun, a crowbar, or a kick-ass limb-rending chainsaw to defend yourself. If you see someone charging you, run. That's your only move. And given how scary this game is, you'll probably be running before you realize you triggered your fight-or-flight response. Even if you have a few people with you, playing the game in broad daylight, with the sound barely loud enough to hear, you still might not be able to finish. Resident Evil 4. The most well-known horror franchise is probably Resident Evil. That's due, at least in part, to how long it's been around, as well as the enormously successful movie franchise it spawned. In fact, it's the only video game film series that's ended on its own terms. While the games have become much more action-oriented and less about survival horror, they still have their frightening moments. The best is undoubtedly Resident Evil 4. Even if you don't find the game as scary as other installments, there's no doubt it keeps you at the edge of your seat. Resident Evil 4 has plenty of creepy moments for which you don't want to be alone, in-game or otherwise. The setting creates suspense and terror during moments where you're not even progressing through the story.
Okay.
Have you ever walked into a place and said to yourself, "This seems creepy"? That's exactly what Resident Evil 4 is like, and that's what makes it terrifying. Just exploring is scary enough. Silent Hill 2. It might be one of the greatest stories in gaming history, and one of the scariest.
Silent Hill is so scary.
You may play every horror game out there without being frightened, then play Silent Hill 2 and feel something unlike anything you've experienced. On the surface, Silent Hill 2 feels like Resident Evil in many ways, but fundamentally, the game makes you work hard to see its ending. Rather than granting players the freedom to wander around and do whatever they please, Silent Hill 2 is crafted to deliver a genre-defining horror experience. Alien Isolation. The original Alien movies are acknowledged as classics, and rightfully so. But its status as a beloved movie franchise means that developer Creative Assembly had
My dad was talking about this movie where the alien comes out of him.
their work cut out for them when Sega commissioned the studio to create a new Alien video game.
Alien
Isolation takes place 15 years after the events of the first Alien film, centering on Ellen Ripley's daughter, Amanda Ripley, as she investigates her mother's disappearance. Unlike most survival horror games, which are meant to frighten you as much as possible with suspense and jump scares, Alien Isolation focuses heavily on stealth, amplifying the suspense factor organically. You don't want the alien to find you, at all. And if you really want to have the ultimate horror experience, play Isolation with a virtual reality device. Compounded with the stealth gameplay, it might just be a heart-stopping experience. Fear. Most survival horror games take place in a secluded environment in which the player is alone in an abandoned area or building. Fear is a little bit different. The developers at Monolith Productions successfully managed to combine the best elements of Japanese horror and first-person shooters, and they did so while also providing a unique story. Throughout the series, players take control of numerous protagonists, set across different time periods. But the villain is always the supernatural being Alma Wade, first depicted as an 8-year-old girl, and later as an adult woman. In the first game, it's unclear if Alma is in fact real at all, or if she's able to manifest herself into the consciousness of her victims, like some sort of adorable Freddy Krueger. The game has a pretty convoluted story arc, which involves everything from supernatural phenomena, government conspiracies, and even a character who closely resembles the girl from The Ring thrown in for good measure. In the first installment, players take control of the Point Man, the leader of the First Encounter Assault Recon, or FEAR Team. Along with members of Delta Force, they're ordered to eliminate someone named Paxton Fettel, who is psychically controlling a group of super soldiers. The game's director once said,
What just happened there? That was, interesting.
He wanted players to feel like they're the hero in an action movie. That's precisely what playing Fear feels like, albeit augmented with the actual fear of encountering creepy little Alma. Soma. Have you ever seen a movie that wasn't particularly scary, at least not in the traditional sense of the word, but was instead disturbing on a fundamental level?
Yes.
That's what Soma's like, but a video game. The developers at Frictional Games combined the best gameplay aspects from their Amnesia series, which itself might be one of the most terrifying around, and tweaked them for Soma. There's nothing conventional about this game. There's no combat, jump scares are limited, and the monsters aren't all that frightening. The studio's creative director, Thomas Grip, said that spooking and surprising players wasn't what the game was supposed to be anyway. He said, "The fact of the matter is that Soma, just like Amnesia, is very much a horror game. It's just that it's presented in a different manner, using slower build-up and more focus on the psychological aspects."
That's cool.
In that regard, he's right. Soma messes with you psychologically, screwing with your mind, making the most obscure elements feel eerier than anything else. Play this one with a friend, just so you can stay a little more sane. The Evil Within. In the late 2000s, developers seemed to be focusing more on action than horror, and Resident Evil creator Shinji Mikami strived to change that with his new horror game, The Evil Within. He told IGN, "Survival horror as a genre is becoming all action now. That is the biggest motivation for me. Having the player pick up the controller and being genuinely able to say, wow, I haven't played a game this scary in ages, that is what we are after. When Mikami directs a new survival horror game...
This is what... Okay, wait, this is so confusing. Oh, okay. So I was getting mixed up with Outlast, with The Evil Within. I have seen both of them, but I think The Evil Within... What the fuck? The Evil Within was more scarier than Outlast. So, yeah, there we go.
You know it's going to be scary. And The Evil Within is downright terrifying. If you're already a fan of the horror genre, then you may be a veteran. As such, you might not need someone to play with. But there's no denying its effectiveness, and having a buddy on the couch might make you less likely to pee your pants. The survival horror elements, combined with the scarcity of resources, make The Evil Within even scarier. It's not the jump scares that get you, it's realizing that you're out of ammo and you have nowhere to go, with enemies coming at you from all directions. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The first installment in the Five Nights at Freddy's series was scary in its own way, while the second and third games were more on the silly side. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, however, is undoubtedly the scariest in the whole series.
Yeah.
Switching from a security office setting to a child's bedroom instantly heightens the suspense and fear. The game triggers memories for people who were once afraid of the dark, or afraid that a monster was in their closet or under their bed, or was the bed. Imagine all those terrifying fears coming true, and the only item you can defend yourself with is a dinky flashlight. That's Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and it's absolutely terrifying. Fatal Frame. The Fatal Frame series is one of the longest-running horror game franchises, but the first game, released in 2001, is perhaps the scariest. If you're a fan of the Silent Hill series,
This probably wasn't a good idea. Well, I mean, it was, but I have to pee, so... Okay.
You're going to love Fatal Frame, or Project Zero, as it was titled in Europe. Fatal Frame takes place in the haunted Himuro Mansion in Japan, unfolding across multiple chapters, and it's the player's job to uncover the mansion's secrets and determine what happened to its inhabitants. It's not only about surviving or about advancing to the next level. It's also about the psychological impact the game will have on you once you're done playing. That's the beauty of Fatal Frame. It's not a game that throws unnecessary jump scares at you because it doesn't have to. It's all about the suspense. If you have trouble sleeping or being home alone at night after watching a really scary horror movie, that's exactly the feeling you'll have if you play Fatal Frame alone. Consider yourself warned. Make sure you phone a friend to share the terror. Daylight. Writer Jessica Shobot invented a unique story with a classic setting with Daylight. Players are tasked with uncovering the secrets of a hospital by discovering remnants, acquiring sigils, and bringing them to the Seal of Shadows. Also, they could advance through the game and eventually escape the Forsaken Building. Though the story isn't anything special, what makes Daylight a truly terrifying game is rooted deep down in its core. It's survival horror, in the truest sense of the term. Armed with only glow sticks, flares, and a cell phone, players avoid shadow people while searching for a way out. And when players are confronted, the only thing they can do is either...
Oh, guys, also, if you want me to torture myself, you can comment down below on any video. If you want me to play a horror game, and like comment down what game you want me to play, and comment down, just comment down if you want me to play a horror game. I will. Also comment down other games I should play, and yeah, sorry, let's get back into the video.
Either use a flare or just run. Unlike other survival horror games, Daylight's environment is randomly generated. Every time you play, it's different from the last time. Unfortunately, the developer...
That's really super... The thing about games, that it's smart, because when you go out, you can't like, remember your way back. This is almost over, so...
Zombie Studios shuttered the following year, all but eliminating any chance for a sequel.
Why is he holding a teddy bear?
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.
That was nice. I think I want to watch another top 10 most disgusting video game characters. So, after this video, I think I'm going to end it here. So, yeah, let's get it. Yeah.
Ugh, prepare to feel unclean. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for
Resident
the top 10
Evil
most disgusting.
7 was disgusting. Oh, I think it was more disgusting. Actually, yeah.
Video game characters. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content.
Dude.
For this list, we'll be looking at heroes, villains, and enemies of all kinds in video games who can only be described as grotesque. As such, be on the lookout for a few vile spoilers down the line.
There was blood everywhere. On you. She miscarried.
Number 10, giant Nazi zombie fetus. South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Oh my god.
Leave it to Matt Stone and Trey Parker to combine zombies, Nazis, and aborted fetuses and then turn it into a thrilling and hilarious boss fight. With a virus spreading through South Park, the new kid and the boys find themselves up against the fierceness of Khloe Kardashian's gargantuan aborted fetus. I can't believe I just read that sentence. Anyway, in typical South Park fashion, it's all kinds of wrong and all kinds of fun.
Wow, that
it's
is
obscene,
so
offensive,
gory.
and super duper gross. Exactly what you'd expect from a South Park game. So, what's not to love, right? Aside from the obvious. Number 9, Bloater, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. This is a game I really want to get. I so want to get this game. Comment down below if you've seen this video. I mean, if you've seen this game. And either way, I so want to play this game, either on video or off video. It just looks so fun. I've watched the whole thing with Jacksepticeye. So, wait, was it Jacksepticeye? No, it was React, not Jacksepticeye. No, yeah, it was React. And, yeah, I saw this, and I really want to get this. Although the bloater is disgusting. So, what it is, if you don't know what it is, it's basically like a zombie apocalypse thing, except for, like, you're a zombie, and you can run fast, and you see disgusting creatures, and they are super violent. So, let's watch it.
That don't sound good.
That is a bloater. They're disgusting and OP, way overpowered. So, yeah.
Oh no.
Throughout Joel and Ellie's journey across a ruined world, we witness the worst that humanity has to offer. From those driven to horrific methods and acts of violence like the Fireflies to despicable cannibals like David, evil is on full display here. That being said, when it comes to imposing pure fear and dread, nothing comes close to the bloaters. These hulking creatures with a tendency to tear apart anything they come across also happen to be pretty difficult to take down. Don't get too close, as they might be slow, but they sure know how to rip apart a dude's face.
Yep.
Just ask Joel.
That's...
Number 8.
That was, you know what, that is really disgusting, but the thing is, I thought, like, it was super gory when I first saw that he ripped open a guy's face. So, sorry, let's get back in The Master.
The Master, Fallout.
Join.
Die! Oh, please. What sort of plan might that be?
War never changes, but its casualties and consequences only...
That is way different than I thought it was going to be. Okay.
escalate with each new devastation. What was once an ordinary inhabitant of the vaults ends up being turned into a monster in the wake of nuclear Armageddon. Becoming a hybrid of flesh and machine, the Master is held as a being of worship by the children of the cathedral, with a dark desire to unify the wasteland in his image. If his contorted appearance wasn't enough to unnerve you, just wait till you hear his multiple contrasting voices, and you thought super mutants were bad.
You will pay for what you have done.
Pay. Done.
Yes. More subjects.
Number 7, The Botchling, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt.
Look.
With the flip.
As a professional monster hunter, Geralt of Rivia has encountered a whole slew of creatures that are less than pleasant to look
at. If it wasn't disgusting, then it would look like a cute little baby.
at. Yet, in spite of the amount of terrifying beasts he's managed to kill, the one that makes us feel the most queasy is this baby thing. spawned from the improper burial of a stillborn child. Botchlings are tiny creatures that wander the land in search of pregnant women to feed on. The White Wolf's memorable encounter with one of these things was the result of the Bloody Baron's unborn daughter. While it might be unmistakably ugly, given its heartbreaking
I named the Dia and embrace thee as my That is not your daughter, bro. It's a disgusting little creature that I thought was cute, but
feel sorry for it.
Don't look at me with that face.
And embrace thee as my daughter.
Number 6, Booger Man. Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure. Booger! He's here to save us all.
With the flip. Okay.
While also grossing us out at the same time. A superhero whose only powers seem to be throwing boogers at his foes, our less than polished protagonist must traverse a series of platform-based levels based entirely around toilet humor in order to defeat several equally nauseating bosses. I don't know what to tell you guys, it was the 90s. Saving the world from a dimension filled with disgusting creatures like Flyboy and Boogermeister is all well and good, but that still doesn't change the fact that Boogerman himself makes my stomach churn.
I'll be back.
Number 5, Marguerite Baker, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard.
You're a son of a bitch!
Oh, okay, guys. That was not meant to be in here. I am extremely sorry, but I wish I could control it. I'm sorry.
Trust us, you do not want a piece of her home cooking. While originally a caring and loving woman,
Oh, flip! Oh, my gosh.
exposure to the human bioweapon Evelyn turned Marguerite into a crazy lady, one that happens to come with some rather sickening abilities. Able to cough up insects, stretch out her limbs, and crawl around like a crazy spider, she also
Guys, I'm sorry.
also
This
has a
is super
hive of
boring
bugs in the worst place possible.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that place.
What?
Aside from nearly making us throw up, she's a downright vicious boss fight, so keep your eyes peeled for all the ammo that you can find in that
She's so
greenhouse.
hard to beat.
It's just a shame that there's no bleach that can wash away the image of her personal insect colony crotch. Ugh.
She's so disgusting.
Number 4, Brood Mother, Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, that dude. She has so many nipples. Wow. Okay.
No amount of training as a Grey Warden could prepare you for this. We're not sure what's more horrific about this creature, its appearance or how it was made. The conversion involved female captives who are force-fed darkspawn tissues, raped, and then forced to ingest darkspawn vomit. This leads to an agonizing process that eventually turns them into cannibalistic monsters capable of producing thousands of fresh darkspawn. A terrifying beast in her own right with a very, very repulsive origin. A Brood Mother stands as the most gruesome example of what the Blight was capable of.
But the true abomination is not that it occurred, but that it was allowed.
Number 3, the Spitter, Left 4 Dead 2. Zombies. No matter how old the concept, video games never seem to run out of creative new variants to fill us with fear and disgust. Standing in the top tier when it comes to games that deal with the undead, the Left 4 Dead series graciously decided to give us a zombie that was not only all kinds of off-putting, but one that came armed with acid spit, capable of regurgitating bursts of stomach acid that easily melt through survivors. Not only is the Spitter one to avoid at all costs, but she's pretty painful on the eyes as well.
Shit we got ourselves into.
Number 2, the
Okay then. The Great Mighty Pooh.
Great Mighty Pooh conquers Bad Fur Day.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my
Nope. Here, let's.
Seemingly calamitous mission to get back his girlfriend, our favorite vulgar, heavy-drinking red squirrel, because there's a lot of them, ends up facing off against a literal mountain of shit. No word of this
Stop cussing.
is a lie, because players actually have to go up against a sentient pile of feces who can only be bested by throwing toilet paper into his mouth. If that wasn't surreal enough, Great Mighty Pooh also happens to be something of a baritone, who will bellow out a tune about how he's going to smother you to death with his, well, with himself.
You don't seem to know which creek you're in.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Dark Souls. Dark Souls. What? Okay.
Number 1. All enemies. The Binding of Isaac.
This is
You
so
gotta feel bad for
majestic.
Isaac. Not only does he have to escape his crazed religious mother who's hell-bent on sacrificing him to God, but his only means of escape is through a monster-infested basement. Said monsters also happen to be some of the most disturbing creatures we've ever seen in a dungeon crawler. Born from the creative and admittedly twisted mind of indie developer Edmund McMillan, there's bound to be at least a few creatures that you encounter that will have you second-guessing your choice to actually play the game, despite its brilliance. Hey man, honestly, it's no wonder Isaac cries so much. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Okay, well, I think that's gonna end it for this video. Hopefully, whoa, 10 animals you don't want problems with. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, drop a like down below, and subscribe, comment down below, and drop a like on this video. And if you liked it, please subscribe, drop a like and comment down below. And I will be back for another video, hopefully a Who's Your Daddy video. And let's get it. Bye-bye. This is really weird, but bye-bye. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Finally. Yo, what's with the flip? No. 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 This is really confusing, but let's see. We are going to do another video today. Sadly, it's not Who's Your Daddy. I literally just I ended the video and then I started another video. And let's see what we have. Okay. Let's watch this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go here. Yee!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video Today we're going on a crazy adventure. I'm gonna take my BMW M4 I just got, and we're gonna get a Raptor. We're gonna take it to Houston with my buddy Tim the Horse.
Hey guys.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new Life of Moose video Today we're back at it again with a new vlog. It's a vlog.
Hey, you guys want to get some McDonald's?
Nice outfit there, buddy.
You didn't answer my question though.
Yo.
Alright.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, today I'm gonna go with my buddy Tim, Unspeakable Gaming, 09 Shark Boy, Ariel, and we're gonna go down to Houston, taking my M4 to get it wrapped. And let's see how this adventure goes, man. Let's get it done.
Hey guys, back at it again for another Minecraft video.
This is what camera things, but I've been getting thicker recently. Let me see your best triple chin.
Hey guys, it's I'm thick like an tuna fish.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Car footage. Yeah. 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 Let's go. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Chicken nuggets. Yeah. Drop a beat. Now. Oh. You ruined it. Seriously. Ooh, yeah. Chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Yo. Driving this awesome really cool car. Yo. Gonna go to McDonald's. Yo. And go get some chicken nuggets. Driving this really cool car down the street. Going down the highway. Yo.
My boy Tim over here. So today we're going on a road trip to Houston. We were supposed to go with Unspeakable Gaming, but they left early, so it's my boy Ariel. The film, yeah.
Turn the camera on yourself. There you go. Look at that. There we go.
Look at that. Horsepower, dude.
Right there. Oh my God. Look at that. Shark boy! Oh my God!
We arrived at Hellewood Dips.
So we're currently at Hellewood Dips, and I'm working on a really cool custom project on the car. So what we're going to be going for is a custom camo wrap. So all of the car is going to be a custom camo wrapped onto it. Now we already have the carbon fiber hood, and then the side mirror is done. And we're going to get this part over here, carbon fiber, small little details. Over here, carbon fiber. Then, as for the front, we're gonna have a carbon fiber splitter rod over here. This is gonna be blacked out with 3 stripes going down here.
Nice.
This is probably gonna be tinted with the wrap. Now, going towards the side, we're gonna have side skirts, which are also gonna be, guess what, carbon fiber. All right, now going to the back, we're gonna have a little bit of a lip here, a carbon fiber lip, and it's gonna complete all the carbon fiber on the car. And then we go inside the interior and we have other extra things, which is like small details, not really necessary. But then in the future, we're gonna also add on exhausts, exhaust and rims, and just go from there.
Nice. Yeah. Driving down the street in a cool car, yo. Yeah. Dropped off in the M4, yo. There's a nice car, yo. It's driving down. There's a truck on the right, yo. Another truck, yo. Now we're gonna drive down in this. Yeah, driving down the car with 3 cool cars, yo. There's a yellow flag. We're gonna drive down this road. There's a neighborhood off to the left. Yeah. There's GoPro on my car, yo. I don't know whose this car is. That's probably Nathan's. No. Wait, no. I don't know. Let's see what we can do, yo. Yeah, what are we gonna do? There's another truck. Yeah, another truck. That's not a truck. That's another. Yeah. Build this bridge till it's night. Drink some Sprite till it's bright. Drinking Sprite is nice. Yeah, picking up M4, yo. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, yo. Let's do this, yo. Yeah. Let's go, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, so we just arrived in Houston, and we're gonna be picking up the M4 right now, and let's see how it looks like. So the M4 is inside this garage. I'm super excited to see what happens. I saw like a little glimpse of it, and it's crazy. It is insane. And then once we have like the rims onto it and everything else, it's gonna be crazy. Oh man. Oh snap.
What? That's awesome. Why is your car thingy blinking? Oh, wait, I know why. That's awesome.
Personally, it looks 10 times better, man. Yo, this looks so good in person.
What? Whoa, what? That's awesome. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Woo! That is a lot better than last time. Oh, also, no. My grandpa, he has the same exact car, except for it's convertible and it's black. So, yeah, I really like M4s, BMWs. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Nice. That's awesome. Oh. Wow. Yeah.
You too, man.
Ooh, this is sick. Got the key wrapped. Gotta make it unique, you know?
You can't even see it.
I've never seen this before. And then we have the carbon fiber part come here, you know, once we actually get that part. We're gonna lower it too. We're working on voice down rims. The black ones, we're gonna put it here. We're gonna lower this down a little bit. And then
Holy cow.
the carbon fiber side skirts. Okay. We're gonna have a little duckbill here.
Nice.
And then the, I think that's about it. Yeah, oh, and the carbon fiber tips. With the aquapopic exhaust system. So it's gonna be sick. Can't wait. That's nice. Here we go. Look inside. Ooh, this is all wrapped as well. There we go. This is crazy, dude. This is so nice. I can't wait.
Wow. that thing is dancing too at the bottom. Yeah, if you saw it. Yeah, this is really good. Yo, I thought you would joke.
How do I focus this thing? How do I? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's vlog, man. So here's what's gonna be going on. Pretty much, guys, the info. We just dropped it off at BMW, but we also got a brand new car. We got a brand new supercar. So there's gonna be a video coming for that this Sunday. So get excited for that. Oh. Jeff, what are you doing here, buddy? You're just chilling, Jeff? Where'd you come from? But, all right, anyways, so, guys, what we're going to do is next week, I'm going to be getting my car back. So I just brought it to BMW. I bought a bunch of car parts, too, the rims. I got, well, actually not the rims, but I got, like, the splitters, exhaust, all that good stuff. But pretty much next week, the car's going to be super loud. It's going to look 10 times better.
That's
and
me.
it's going to be thick.
It's not me. Thank you, Mr.
Like an unturned fish. So, leave a like, guys, subscribe, and slap that bell, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. And if you want some sneak peeks of upcoming videos, go check out the social media down below.
You know what? This was a short video / live stream, whatever flipping you want to call it. But thank you for watching, guys. I can't speak today. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe. That would be awesome. And as always, Brofist, yeah. No, not Brofist. That's PewDiePie's thing. Pug.